Yeah, welcome to Academy of Tone 227. This is a very special episode about Guitar Summit 2024. And guess what? Episode 227 totally goes along with our booth number, which is also 227. So you can find us on level 1 at the Rosengarten Mannheim, which is a beautiful event center in the heart of the city of Mannheim, Monum, for the guys that come from Mannheim. Yeah, we have been there last year and every year. So the Guitar Summit is Europe's biggest guitar event, and I'm proud of that because BluGuitar and myself, we started to support Guitar Summit from day one. And now it is actually, it became the biggest guitar event in Europe. So makes me proud, and there's a lot of things to tell about the Guitar Summit, people that are coming, a lot of killer musicians, a lot of brands, a lot of friends, and all of that. And of course, one of the most outstanding guys this year is the one and only Tommy Emmanuel, acoustic guitar player that also plays the electric guitar like no other. And I do have a few of his solo records when he was still playing the electric guitar. Tommy Emmanuel is more known as being the killer performer on the acoustic guitar, and he's actually playing very close to where I am now. I'm in Saarbrücken and he's playing in Dillingen, close to Saarlouis and Stadthalle. But I hope I can see him at the summit when he's not surrounded by too many people. Just to get into the mood, there's a little clip of myself playing guitar with Tommy Emmanuel. Me playing my white Strat, where is it? Over here. And him playing acoustic. This was back in the days at a Dutch festival in Raalte, exactly at the place where I recorded my live DVD, Live in Raalte. Same stage. A couple of years after this, I was invited to the Acoustic Guitar Festival for some reason. Being an electric player, played 3 songs on the acoustic with Tommy and then switched for the electric. Watch the clip. Enjoy.
Give him some stick there, brother.
I hope you enjoyed that one. And here is Valeska.
Ta-da!
Ta-da, exactly. Yeah.
Hello.
Last year you joined Blue Guitar exactly at the Guitar Summit.
Yeah.
So
It was a kickstart into the Blue Guitar family.
Yeah, a jump in the cold water, so to speak.
Genau.
So what was your impression of the Guitar Summit? I mean, of the whole industry, basically, because your background is slightly different. You are not coming from the musician.
It was the first exhibition in this way.
Yeah.
Super nice people. Before also. And
serious.
Yeah, super nice people. The experience was very good. I had much fun.
Yeah.
Pretty cool concerts.
Yeah.
And the brands, to see the brands all in one hall.
In one big space, yeah, nice.
It was very cool, very cool.
I remember, when you were meeting our fans and friends from the company.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe I told you before about that we have people that really come to us and enjoy seeing us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this was also a special experience, how it feels to be at the Blue Guitar booth.
Yeah. Special experience. Very nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and then this year, it's assistant number 2, and you are the professional lady in the company. So after the summit, Valeska came up and said, okay, let's make some notes. So when we do it again, which is now, we should improve a couple of things.
Yeah, we had some interviews.
Okay, serious.
Yeah.
Genau.
Some things we can improve it this year. So we, it was a bit chaos at our booth, behind the booth, because we hadn't enough storage for our products, shirts and cables and mineral water.
And we have especially made cabinets like nano caps and fat caps with no speakers inside, with a removable front grille, and we have t-shirts inside. We have whatever mineral water and what we need at the booth. And it looks cool. Everything is perfect this time on this side. Mm-hmm. More storage space. Yeah.
And last year I was not qualified to support with an at the test stations. Yeah. This year is the same. But we have super support power of Blue Guitar with Mario
Stracuzzi. Yeah, Stracuzzi.
Sorry, Mario.
Mario is a long-time friend of Blue Guitar. Living right next to the Swiss border, but still in Germany. And Mario is very knowledgeable when it comes to the Blue Guitar products. He plays both Mercury and Iridium. He uses the AMP1 in different combinations in the 4-cable method. He's experienced, he's gigging live with it. So he's at the booth, and Manuel Bastian is also coming to the booth. Manuel has been on this Academy of Tone a couple of times, and since we are close to Klopman Electrics, Manuel and I think he also plays some Klopman pickups. It's all one family. So our booth 227, we have myself, Valeska, Julian, Mario Stracuzzi, and Manuel Bastian, and our neighbors, and our neighbors Andreas Klopman and his team are also experienced, so we can help each other. I know a little bit about Klopman pickups, he knows a little bit about F1 and Blue Guitar products.
I am there. And this year we have girlies. I'm there, huh? Yeah, by the way.
Girly shirts.
Yeah, girly shirts in size M. So it's a test for this year. Mm-hmm. And they are also in the web shop, so if you want.
Let me translate for the guitar players. Oh. In case you still have a girlfriend, wife, this is a chance.
This is a chance.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah. Oh, yeah, you said Ali.
Ali.
Ja, genau. I have to confess something.
In the announcement, we have made a newsletter.
A newsletter.
You made a newsletter, and in the newsletter, we talked about all the artists that are playing at our booth, which has a headphone stage, like in the good old days when I did the Frankfurt Messe, because it's a silent show, so we have no real speakers, we have headphones, and being advanced, we have like wireless headphones. I hope people will give them back, because otherwise I probably have to pay them. They are rented from the organization of Guitar Summit, and we will have a special stage between the booth of BluGuitar and Klopman, and we share that stage for artists of BluGuitar and Klopman to perform and being interviewed on that stage. And I kind of see this as a test because in the big concert hall there are the monster bands and all that stuff, but I kind of wanted to give other artists which don't have a big spot on that big stage a chance to play at our booth, and we will film some of that stuff, and so everybody will have a moment of fame. And okay, yeah, and the teppich. The teppich for the stage. The stage is a 2 meter by 1 meter element, which is exactly the size that 10 years ago, now we have 10 years of BluGuitar, I used as the similar element, stage element, 2 by 1 meter, when I was doing my first show in Frankfurt. Back then there was no summit, there was only Frankfurt Messe, launching BluGuitar as a company and the first version of the AMP1. I had nothing. I had no dealers. I had only that 1 by 2 meter stage with a carpet. And this carpet, this magic carpet, still existed here. And this will be back on that little stage this year again, 10 years, and then we can retire it. Yeah. And by the way, I have to mention that when I launched BluGuitar, I didn't have my own booth. I was the guest at the vintage guitars upstairs booth, and it was great. So anyway, thanks Vintage for having me. Yeah, we had a lot of we had a good start. So, what else?
The typo of the newsletter. I have
okay.
to say sorry, Ali.
Ali Neander. Well, Valeska wrote the newsletter and she wrote Ali Leander. But
Autokorrektur.
yeah, autocorrection, which happens on, all this modern software, because Neander is not as famous as Leander. Ali Neander. Leander. Well, shit happens. But hey,
sorry.
The good news is Ali is coming on our stage. I think it's Friday. Lucas, we have a timetable, and let's see. Ali is coming 3 o'clock to our stage, and he is releasing his latest CD, Boomer Bands, and I'm part of his latest CD. I was guesting on one track, but there are so many great musicians on that CD as well. So Ali is coming Friday 3 p.m. Okay, yeah, well, this was the typo, which happens.
Yeah. The rest was some technical stuff, cables and lights and.
Yeah, I mean, this is always when you do a trade show, you always make plans. You come there, and the reality is we need more power cables, we need more lights. So last year, Andreas Kloppmann was very kind of this looks a bit dark. I give you one of my lights. And this year we will pack up this studio here as well, and bring that to that little stage, and we will do live streams. Hopefully it works on Friday and Saturday after showtime. I think we scheduled 7:30, and yeah, so we can have like real recaps of what happens during the show, and kind of give you fresh information. And we'll have these lights and these cables and the stools and the chairs. Yeah. So after this is finished, we have to pack up everything. And actually, Valeska is leaving soon, because she is already trying to pack up all things. She bought some food and stuff to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the team this year is, I think it's. I'm looking forward to meet all the people from the team, from the neighbors, the friends in the industry, and it's so. Trade shows are special. Yeah. And for me, we booked the same hotel. Mm-hmm. Like, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Near, very
walking distance. And there's the parking thing, which is underneath, and we can actually go through the parking from the hotel to the event hall.
I take a train.
You take the train to come there. Which is also new. We have she is taking the train. All the other people will meet there, and me and Julian, we are still working on an AMPX like every year. Last year we were arriving at 4 a.m. at the hotel. I hope we don't do the same this year, but it as long as I'm doing this, it never changed. You can start 5 years earlier and you will be still late. This is how it is in my life, and it was like that with every other company I worked to. I remember the release of Hughes & Kettner products, and it's like, I remember even the day at Frankfurt. In the morning we came to the booth, and we had a soundproof booth with a door, so we opened the door and the technician was sleeping behind the door, so we had to push him away. So good morning. But this is always prototypes and things, which is exciting. Hard work, not much sleep, rings. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have face cream, right?
Yeah. And you said one of our clients, is this the correct word? Here, Clemens is one of the first people who talks with me and at our booth 1 year before.
Yeah, nice.
Hi, Clemens.
Yeah. And I think
yeah.
This is so cool, because we have, we are there in person, and now we are here and we can still connect. And this is the good thing, that we still have these connections. They will not disappear.
Yeah.
And
analog feeling.
Analog feeling, yeah. This is we are not only technically analog, we are also mentally analog. Okay. Okay. I think this is all the info we have. I wanted from Valeska. All the rest will be history once we are there.
Yeah. Just want to say hello.
Yeah. Thanks for joining in.
Yeah.
And tomorrow is the setup day, and as usual, it is it is a tough gig, but it's a fun gig too. And and there's one more thing we are doing after the summit. We have a few days that we work, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think. Then there's a public holiday. And then you go on your vacation and I go on my vacation.
All of us.
Yeah. We actually do the first ever vacation in BluGuitar not being at the office for a week. So just mind with us, because I think we deserved it, because we do a lot of work and it's always tension and release. Tension and release. Now it's the tension and one more thing I have to mention, because next week on
Tuesday.
On Wednesday I have a gig. And because I have a gig with the Rock Anarchy, we have to do the live stream on Tuesday. So it's the 1st of what's coming, October, right? You can remember that one. So next week's live stream, hello everybody, is the 1st of October. Same place, but one day earlier. This is a big exception. And then I have the gig, and then I fly on a little vacation. I keep you posted about that, but this comes afterwards. So,
and one thing we forgot to talk about our raffle at the booth.
Okay.
We are tired. Sorry.
Yeah. There's tons of things we are doing at the booth. We have a lot of T-shirts with us, and products and all that stuff.
And the concerts.
And the concerts and the demos, and I do. I show you the schedule in a minute. But we have a raffle, which means we give away. We have a lottery kind of thing. So, and as we team up with Klopman, you and Melanie from Klopman Electrics came up with the idea. We have a special Saturday evening event where we have the lottery, the raffle, for an AMP1 and other prizes. So Klopman pickup sets, so pretty good stuff. It's worth to seeing us. And will you give away the number, the lows, the whatever?
Yeah, just visit us at our booth.
And the rest, we'll fix it there.
Yeah, we will fix it there. Yeah.
Okay. So, thanks Valeska for joining in. I will take over for the rest, and she's packing up for the. Come on. Just keep the camera.
Ciao.
Yeah, ciao. Okay. So, guys, the long song that I was playing at the intro, of course, is some Jimi Hendrix, and it's very jammy. But I thought I have some Hendrix because I have the honor and pleasure to be invited at the big jams on Friday night at the Mozartsaal evening concerts with Jared James Nichols, that killer blues rock player, and Saturday night with Greg Koch and his band, Greg Koch or Greg Koch. And we all know Greg Koch as being the telemaster himself, the weirdest and best and funniest bender. His humor in playing is outstanding. Yeah, and this is I'm really looking forward to doing that. It's a lot of jam vibe going on. So I will simply join. There's no rehearsal. There's nothing. But I kind of enjoyed that every time. And even the other track you have seen with Tommy Emmanuel, because we ended as lovers, there was no rehearsal. This was the organizer of the festival just said, hey, can you do something together? And then you go on stage and do your thing and hope you find a good ending. Okay, so that's the thing about the big events in the evening. They are like 9 o'clock, the concerts, or 9:30. Do we have the cards? Lucas has the cards somewhere with all the timetable. Yeah. So, and I see even more. There are my big clinics, 10 years of BluGuitar workshop at Electric Stage 2, Friday 6 and Friday 9:30 in the evening. I join that jam with Jared. Saturday I join Greg, again 9:30. Sunday I do my master class 11:30, but this is already sold out and pre-booked, so the guys who bought the tickets, they will see me and the rest will not see me. But Sunday at 3 p.m. I have another clinic at the Electric Stage 1. And by the way, here on this flyer you can see Andreas's kind of clinics he's doing. He is giving a clinic on the history of the Gibson tone. We lately exchanged a lot of knowledge about Gibson guitars. For me, I'm mainly a Strat guy, but I'm fascinated by Les Pauls as well. And Andreas is investigating and delving in deep into the topic of pickups, tones, woods, bridges, and all that stuff. And then Andreas is doing another interview with Till Hoheneder for Rock Antenne. By the way, Rock Antenne is a German radio station, and Romy Romero is coming there playing acoustic with another guitar player. Let's see, I played with Romy as well. If there's some time, maybe something happens, maybe not. There's so much going on. Yeah, when we look at the other timetable from our booth, what's going on there, we can see that Gregor Hilden is coming, Sean Atkins is coming, Ansley Lister is coming. So Friday is the first day, 12 o'clock. I will have Manuel Kettenring on that stage, as Manuel is the guest of Academy of Tone, who came, I think 5 times by now. So he is #1 guest at Academy of Tone. So this will kind of be the sound check and see if the stage works. Then 1 o'clock on Friday, Ansley is coming. I have played with him at a festival in North Germany, Joldelund, some weird outdoor festival. I don't know exactly, like 3 years ago. Yeah, killer guitar player. He was there with Ben Poole and I was there with Ben Grenfeld, and we ended up jamming together and we ended up drinking together. Thinking of it, it's kind of was a very nice evening, and it was I'm looking forward to seeing him again. Do we have any pictures of that? Maybe not. Oh, okay. I do have pictures on my phone, but I did not send them to you. Unfortunately, let's see. One more time. Let me check. Oh. Here. Okay. Is this? Come on. This camera? This camera. Where? This is him. Here. Yeah. And of course you can see Flensburger, which is the North German beer. We played there. Yeah, this was fun in Joldelund. This is very close to the Danish border. Yeah, and the concerts at the Guitar Summit, it is a tradition. I had the pleasure and honor and work to kind of guide the first, I don't even remember, 4 years or 5 years with kind of all the guys that came to Guitar Summit. First year we had only Germans like Jen Majura, like Gregor Hilden, like Viktor Smolsky, like who else? There were more. Dennis Hormes, then and the only international guest that we had was Guthrie Govan, which was killer, of course. And then yeah, by the way, looking at our small stage, Gregor Hilden is coming back on Sunday, 1 o'clock, doing something. If I have the time after my clinic, I try to join in. I cannot promise because I don't know how long it will take. Then there is Sean Attons coming on Sunday, 3 p.m., which is cool. He has also released an album and I guested on one of the songs. Yeah, nice guy, blues rock player. He will do a set on our little stage. I don't know what Nick Huber is doing. I mean, this is kind of the contribution from the Klopman side. Nick Huber, of course, the famous guitar builder. And by the way, we are also teaming up for NAMM. So I booked a place for BluGuitar, Klopman and Huber. We are all staying at the same place. So you see how close this business is. On Saturday, I see a few names here. Gregor Fries is again some Klopman artist. Frank Pane is a Klopman artist. One of them is a metal guy. I remember that. Perfecto de Castro is coming, who actually was here exactly 1 year ago. He was there at the Academy of Tone just before the Guitar Summit. And Perfecto is a friend of mine who lives in Los Angeles. He is from the Philippines. He is probably currently touring there. Yeah, Valeska and Perfecto. Yeah, and yeah, he's a great guitar player, great teacher. And I've been to his place in Los Angeles. We shot some videos and had a great time. Perfecto is coming. At 4, I just put it there and decided I have to do something with Andreas Klopman, because Andreas Klopman is also a great guitar player. And he is not so keen on playing, but he should. And so I forced him to do something with me. We will see how this will go. And this will be before our lottery drawing. As kind of the Saturday night thing. And mind that after all of that, when the public is leaving, I'm doing the live streams that same night, 7:30. Then probably have a bite and go on stage. So this will be tough days. Yeah, on Friday, I told you Manuel is coming, Ainsley Lister is coming, then Ali Neander, we talked about Ali is coming, Gerhard Schwarz is doing something for Kloppmann. He is an expert when it comes to the bridges for Gibson guitars. Interesting guy. Yeah, anyway, I think we have some cool topics and cool artists at our booth, so it's definitely worth a visit. Every day I will do my AMPX, where are we with AMPX, and we'll show you guys something on the AMPX on that little stage, as well as on our stage we'll have an AMPX there that I can show at another place when the stage is busy. And we have test stations for the AMP1. So with Mercury edition, Iridium edition, Blue Box, headphones of course. So you guys can check out the amps and get infos from us, whatever you are interested in. I see a few comments here, which is funny. Frank M. Schmiedel, get coaching. Who needs Sarah Leander? If you can give it up for Ali Neanderthal. Yeah, Neander. Sarah Leander, Ali Neander. That would be a killer band. Is AMPX still coming out this year? Let's put it that way. I'm working with Julian and we are on the version 6 already. So the PCB is going strong. The thing is not completely finished, but so far we didn't have any obstacles that were telling us that we need another revision, which is, I am pretty confident that we can come to an end. I always say it's finished when it's finished. And I will keep those words. Why? Because the AMPX is such a unique technology. Maybe you guys have no clue about what the difference in technology is on any of these tube amps, on the AMP1 and AMPX. And to have a consistent sound on an AMPX, you have to have a precision device with like no tolerance. And we came up with a self-correcting like software, so we make sure that all the AMPXs are within that super small tolerance of less than 1 dB, and that is so high standard. These tube amps, they are magic, and they have tolerances of 20 and even more % in components. And if we would have such a hardware, our sounds that will represent one of our amps or whatever, a PV 5150 or a Fender Bassman, all of these amps will not sound exactly as the original. And therefore we have kind of a what's the word? It's not bias, calibration. It's a self-calibrating software for our analog circuitry. And it works. And it is so good to have results that make me confident and happy. By the way, there is something I was just shooting yesterday in the R&D department with Julian. Remember last year I was very happy with all my vintage tones, and you could see some of the sounds at NAMM with the power amp saturation and all of that stuff. That's of course still there, and this was the proof of concept on the vintage side, which I'm personally very interested in, and this is kind of my cup of tea. But I also wanted to have any amp which includes high gain amps, and this is something we have worked on for the last months, actually over half a year. And here's a little new creation from the R&D. Maybe we show the classic one first, which is it's one of my modified, I think it's a Mercury, that is outstanding in the way it's heavy. So, you know, when I do sound design, in the past, I was doing this like on this Marshall, changing the big old tube components and capacitors and stuff. So now, when I try to make new sounds, I modify an amp-1, for instance, or friends of mine. It's a whole team. Modify tube amps, whatever makes a great sound, and this is a great sound, I thought. And I checked this with Euge Valuvirta and other players, and they all said, "Oh wow, can I buy this?" No, you can't, because it's a one-off, and this is the sound that requires a lot of special high-end and gain. It's kind of drives the circuitry to a limit, so this was needed to be a proof of concept for the AMPX as well. And here's that little clip snippet. Yeah, watch it from the R&D. This is a special high gain sound we created on a modified AMP1 Mercury, and we have the sound now in the AMPX. Yeah, and we are spending days and nights. Last night we had a break. I think it was like 8 o'clock. Cooked something here in the house and then went back to the office into the R&D and worked until like 1:30 in the morning, and then I drove Julian back home because he came by train, and of course at that time the train there was no good connection anymore. So, and we actually have a bed at the company, so we are doing night shifts. Some people have used it. And then we have going on this kind of measuring frequency noises the whole day, and I play and of course, and then Julian came up with his special invention, the Julian Preuss earplugs. Watch this. This is sound design with Julian, and he has some very special earplugs. Okay. The best ear protection in the world. Yeah. So when you see an AMP1 with missing knobs, maybe somebody uses them as earplugs. Yeah. And then there's another little clip I wanted to show you. We had a quick go on the 5150 or the 6505, the PV. And I used the 7-string on drop A, I guess. Yeah, just watch that. This is a high gain, another high gain, to prove that we are working and making progress. Which one of them was a PV. Yeah, this is the other side of the spectrum that we have to get going on AMPX, and as you can hear, we're getting there. I'm very confident, and trust me, the vintage quality is so good. So I'm happy with the high gain quality. I'm happy so far. But of course, we have to double check with some experts, because it needs to be spot on. But the circuitry that we designed, which is kind of the final version that we have, I'm so confident that we get any sound possible. It's so flexible. We increased the steps in all the controls. We maxed out the whole thing. And guys, this whole project is 7 years in the making. So I don't want to push for a month or 2 months earlier or whatever. There will be tons of people that will enjoy that amp, and nobody wants to have a compromise. And if you don't want an AMPX, I'm happy too, because there's so many others who want one. I already play mine, which is great, but it's you know, I was thinking the other day about, you know, going to the Guitar Summit with so many brands, with so many options, and I'm totally aware that there is the whatever Tone X1 pedal in that size that does it all. I have some video. Maybe wait a minute. Jared Krumblatt, unbelievable. Where did I find this? Jared. American. Fuck. Nah. What? Unbelievable. Where did I find this? Hey, what's going on? With my phone repeats my voice. I have to show you this. I have to show it to you later. This is. Wait a minute. It's a guy from Texas that does metal things, and he says this is the Terminator of the Terminators, and this is the end. This is the game changer of the game changers. It's changing the game changer game. So funny. I was laughing my ass off. But anyway, all I'm saying is I offer my products with what I believe I use. I'm the player. This is what I want in a product. This is what I want to see it as good as I can get it. And it's fucking good because I do it for my living and I do it for my life for quite a long time. So this will be something. And if somebody else is happy playing anything else, I'm happy for them. You know, buy an Ampero 1 for 200 and you save a lot of money. When this is making you happy, it's all good. I'm just not happy with that. Otherwise, I wouldn't do all that stuff. But this is how it is. It's like cars, you know. Some people drive BMW, other people drive Nissan. They have 4 wheels, and it's yeah. AMPX goes to 11. Yeah, it actually is 1 louder. It goes to 12. It's fucking loud. I tell you, it's super. All that stuff is already in the pocket. That's it's loud. It's yeah. But the feel for me, why am I doing this crazy all analog circuitry that is modeling, analog modeling, which is recreating these amps? Why? Because the real good old tube amps, they are magic, but I don't see the future because too big, too heavy, not flexible enough, and I wouldn't play an 18 watts compromise on stage. It works for somebody that is sitting at home and gets you know, one of those. There's nice little tube heads, 20 watts. They look nice. They are not too heavy, and but I'm missing something. The new Angle is a great amp, by the way. What's the purple guitar player? Oh, fuck, the one before Simon McBride. Dixie Drex. Somebody writes in the comment, please. What's the purple guitar player before Simon McBride? I know it. You know it. My brain is right. Too much metal. Steve Morse, thanks, Givy. Steve Morse, thanks. Steve Morse. Yeah, he has a new signature mini head out there with built-in effects. That's something I would totally dig, being traditionally biased tube amp. For me personally, it wouldn't be strong enough. For most people, it's strong enough. It has some effects built in. I could gig with that thing nice. And I want to have this no compromise all-in-one solution. And that's the biggest challenge in my life. And this is what I'm doing with AMPX. Hardy O made it. Hello, Hardy. So funny. Okay, so back to the Guitar Summit with all the exhibitors and all the companies coming there. Of course, I'm looking for Trevor Wilkinson and other friends to see what's the latest going on there. And we have given a few AMP1s to other booths for guys that have guitars, so you can try the guitars with AMP1s. Siggy Braun guitars, for instance, is doing that. It is a great event. Looking at Guitar and Bass magazine, who is actually behind the whole event, Tommy Emanuel, Greg Koch, Jared James Nichols, Nita Strauss, Phil X. Well, Phil X, what can I say? I was playing with Uli Jon Roth, Phil X, and we needed, Pete Thorne, Larry Mitchell, who was here last week. This was, I don't know, 2019, 20, whatever. Great thing. And Phil X was the man of the night, because we needed a singer, and he simply put his guitar in the corner, took his mobile phone and was singing Led Zeppelin lyrics from the internet. What a cool guy. Yeah, Phil X, so I'm looking forward to seeing him again. Mateo Mancuso, unbelievable. Yeah, Per Nielsen, we played together. Martin Miller. We have a little clip of Martin Miller. This was last year. Let's watch that clip just because we have it. Yeah, Nico Schliemann was also there in the other corner. And who was the drummer from Berlin? Cool guy. Names. Anyway, if somebody knows the name of this famous drummer, well, who cares about drummers anyway? No, anyway. Here, when we look at all the names, Tosin Abasi, it's maybe not your kind of thing, but this guy is outstanding. He has kind of a very weird slapping technique. He plays metal, but in a nice way. So yeah, I'm nice guy from Los Angeles. Paul Davids, he is a killer YouTuber. Very tasteful videos that he is doing. Let's see here, Martin Miller, of course, Jared James Nichols. There's a bunch of people that I actually don't know. Bobby Vega, funk legend. Yeah. Well, I don't know everybody, so let's see who I will meet. Of course, I will meet Frank Itt, killer bass player from Frankfurt. Can we see Frank? Here, this is this guy. And I actually met him 3 weeks ago when I was playing with my Rock Anarchy in Saarlouis at the Insel, because he was the hired gun bass player for the night for Vanya Sky's band. It's like, hey, what are you doing here? Last time I saw you with Markus Demel or some other player, and bam, here he was. He's there too. So it's so cool to see my friends. Yeah, Jonas Hellborg, Jack Gardiner. If you don't know who he is, monster. Absolute monster. He is this new generation of phrasing, craziness. Yeah, I can watch that knowing that I'm not able to do that. Yeah. Nick Johnston, Peter Autschbach, German guy. Ronnie Romero is coming. Ronnie is Richie Blackmore's singer in Rainbow. Killer voice. And David Reedman is coming too. David Reedman is similar. It's like they have this David Coverdale style of voice, which I kind of like for rock. So I played with them all, which is cool. Per Nielsen, we jammed on one of these electric night jams here. There's a few people. That's a bass player, Vincent Garcia. I don't know. Viktor Smolsky. Yeah, we just had the pleasure to play and jam together at 6 and 4 Music Shop. So he is doing his thing, and if I have some time, maybe I get him in front of the camera so he can talk a little bit about this new Angle amp, which I think is a cool product. Classical guitar and all of that. So great. Here see. Now this is Frank Pane. This is the metal guy from Kloppmann. Yeah. I've never met him. Let's see what he is up to. If he has a pickup set with Andreas, he must be good. I don't know what amps he plays. Maybe he's interested, maybe not. But this is, of course, the thing how it goes. You go to one of those shows, and new things happen, which is cool. This was the this is the review on the Mesa Mark 7 in the magazine Guitar and Bass, and I've done mine a couple of episodes ago. And then another news is that I will probably get the Friedman Plex amp, and I can compare that to my Plex. There's only one, the other one is in the R&D department for the AMPX. So there will be some Plexi time coming up soon, so I can pick that up at Guitar Summit. That's the thing about tube amps. Well, shipping, I can have my boutique Friedman Loner amp straight into my car, make sure nothing is getting in the way, and I can bring it here and not shipping it with the standard mail. So that's the thing. Felix Lehrmann is the drummer. Olli, you are a hero. Olli P. And of course, Olli Hartmann is coming, maybe. Alex Beirut, maybe. There's so many people. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing all of you guys and, my friends from the industry and from the musician side. I see a couple. What is the question here? Philip Damberg, can you take the cam into R&D for some Cyberplex? R&D is not here. The R&D is at the office, so we don't have a camera setup. This is I only shoot with my mobile phone sometimes when I'm there, just to make little notes or fun. I have hundreds of little memory videos for myself with like sounds or things. As a Chris Buck, yeah. And there's a funny story. I remember when I was doing the jam, and I think Stefan Killermann from Guitar Summit came to me and said, "Hey, there's another cool guy from the UK. He's supposed to be good." I didn't know Chris by then at all. So I was on stage and he said, "We have to get him on stage as well." So I'm simply handed him my 61 Strat, this one, and said, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris Buck. There's my guitar. Have fun." And the rest is pretty tasteful music that we could hear from Chris Buck. Yeah, and like 2 years ago, we did another jam with him when he was playing his own, I think, Yamaha signature guitar. And we did have you Strawberry Fields. Da, 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 Strawberry Fields, dong dong. Yeah, nice song. I remember. Yeah, forgot, of course, everything. I'm getting old. The memory is, at the moment, I have the feeling my head is full because of AMPX and all the things in my head. You know, we have to think about what we are taking to the show, what to pack up and do the stuff. Strawberry Fields, Beatles Forever. Yeah, this is such a cool song. And we played that with Chris Buck. Andy Woods, yeah, killer. So guys, who is your favorite to watch for? You can write this in the comments. For me, it would be Tommy Emmanuel. Just say hello. Because, and I'm looking forward for the jams because nobody knows what's happening. Maybe it's cool. It must be cool because the guys are cool. And there's always beautiful elements of surprise coming. And not to forget, there's so many great workshops in this building. This, you know, the seminar rooms are simply killer. Yeah, I will do a walkthrough on Friday. This is on my list, on my agenda, which is pretty packed already. So I will try to give you the first, freshest insight on how it is at the Guitar Summit on Friday. Walkthrough. And yeah, don't miss these live streams. Here I see Tosin and Tommy. If I could come there, yeah, give you your so, which means you are not coming. Yeah, Tosin is. They're both super relaxed guys. I have. Wait a minute, maybe I can find it quick. Videos. I have to go back in time about 2:30. Can I find this by day? I have too many videos on this phone. Because somewhere there is a video. I had to video Tosin because he was not from this earth. No, not here, not there. R&D pictures. Sorry guys, I make you wait, which is not what I intend to do. But this is, if I don't have it in a second, I give up. Sorry. La 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 la. No, too many. Anyway, come and see him because Pascal is saying Tosin probably had to cancel. I haven't heard about that, so sorry. I don't know, which is a drag. But I know there's so many cool guys coming. It's definitely worth doing. Yeah. Any more questions for now about the Guitar Summit? If you can ask me. There's still tickets available at the door. I don't know the exact how much they are, but it is worth going there because the amount of cool gear, all the pedals, they have a pedal event about all the industry people that you see, and it's guitars only. If you are a guitar player or bass player, it's a must to go there. The concerts, and since it's all in like one place, of course it has different levels. There's like, we are on level 1, on the ground floor, and there's a downstairs even. And there's this loud section, which I call the hell, in hell. I'm happy that this show is a quiet one, and we are doing the whole thing with headphones, since this makes it so much nicer compared to like NAMM show. And still we get things across. Yeah. And this year, I'm super, super happy that we teamed up with Andreas Kloppmann, combining our both booths, even intertwining them even more. There's a little video that Andreas was shooting for us. So watch Andreas and his announcement.
Hi folks, Guitar Summit 2024 is coming up and we're going to be there. This is our booth. This in fact will be our stage. We will have some events, 3 or 4 events each day. This is our schedule. Check it up on the internet. We have Ainsley Lister, Thomas Luke showing his AMPX, Ali Neander, many other interesting people. So like to meet you in Mannheim on our booth. See you there.
See, Andreas had set up elements of our booth in his office in Bremen, and we did actually the same at our office, and then we have to combine our elements because the truss, we both bought half of the booth and since we changed the arrangement for the stage, we have hopefully all the elements will be there and will match and stuff like that. And yeah, tomorrow setup day, we will see a surprise or no surprise. Yeah, the Guitar Summit, I think it starts at 11. Somebody is asking Sheriff. Maybe I can find here. And it's Öffnungszeiten. Here, I got it. 11 till 7 on Friday, 11 till 7 on Saturday, and 11 till 5 on Sunday, because then we can tear down the booth after 5. The concerts begin at 5 at the big hall, the Mozartsaal, but they also go on in the evening, like 9:30ish. Here I can see the tickets. You can watch the 3 days tickets with everything. 69 euros. Sunday 33 only. Kids are cheap. I don't get it. Yeah, so bring the whole family. And they have the heavy Saurus things like that. So guys, I think I give you my little walkthrough. Our Giphy is making one more comment. Workshop with Julian for tweaking SMD resistors capacitors with a soldering iron and first aid workflow for burned fingers by Valeska. Yeah, we have medical care and magnifiers for the soldering. At this point, yeah, I probably go back to the R&D after the live stream. We have still a couple of hours. It's only 10:15 here in Germany, and I've been going to sleep like 2 in the morning for the last days because we are still working. I wanted to give you my walkthrough from last year, and mind that I will give you one as soon as I have it. Probably Friday, yeah, the fresh one, yeah, on Friday. So thanks for joining in. I hope I see you all in person there, and if not, check our live streams, our daily live streams from Friday and Saturday from the Guitar Summit, which we are doing in the evening, and we are excited to be there and meet the people, and we love to share it with you guys worldwide. Okay, so enjoy the walkthrough and watch the new one on Friday. Cheers. Hey, this is the 2023 walkthrough Mannheim Guitar Summit. Follow me. So as we can see, everything is packed right now, even the entrance hall. And here, this is a new board with all the clinics, which is very cool. So you can see who is doing what at what time. Friday, I was there here, Thomas Blug, that's me. And then I was Greg Koch, I was Thomas Blug, and I was blah blah blah. So all over the place. Moin.
Ich habe deinen Pappkameraden hingestellt.
Wo ist der?
Oben oben am Stand.
Okay, okay. My big brother is at the booth. Moin, yeah. Sandy, the one and only Sandy. You are on camera. Mr. Nobels Tara. We had a beer last night. Yeah. Okay. So. Yamaha AMPX Line 6. This is a cool pedal I have to show you. Can you explain?
This is a double expression pedal,
Yeah.
and it moves on 2 axes. So you can use it like a normal expression pedal to the back and to the front,
Yeah.
and to the side also.
Yeah.
Just connect to expression pedal inputs, like for instance on the AMPX, which supports 2 expression inputs, I heard. I still need to try that out.
Yeah.
But I use it with an effector.
Super unique, super cool. We invite you back when we are ready with this pedal.
For sure.
Okay, Sonja Fenberg. Okay, then here we go. Moin. Tons of acoustic guitars. Boutique and distribution, you know, Friedman, Soldano and stuff. And of course, our dear friends Wilkinsons.
You're being followed by somebody you know.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Good, good, good.
You okay?
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, good. Good to see. So, we are doing our wonderful Sam. So, and there are more booths on the other side, so we keep it short. So you get upstairs. There's a tunnel that goes into the hotel where the seminars, like the master classes, are taking place. I've done mine there yesterday. Nice overview on the other side. Okay, we step by the BluGuitar booth on this side very shortly, and we will end up here later again. Julian. I mean, it's the early hours at the back of Kloppmann, not even there yet. We are the early birds. The one and only Gundi Keller. And this is before any of the public is coming. So it will be really busy in a minute.
Hey.
Moin.
Moin.
Ritter guitars. They're coming from very close from here, Deidesheim. And this is him in person. Just say hello, you are on camera.
I am on camera.
Yeah, always. Yeah, super. Yeah, this is all about custom builders for, you know, guitars, nice wood flanks. Huge seminar rooms. Just have a look at one of those. Very unique. Soundcheck. Perfecto di Castro soundcheck. Yeah. Morning. Okay. So, there's more on the next level. Okay. You can see BluGuitar everywhere, from here to there, but we are coming back to our booth later. Kräuter pedals in Switzerland. So. This is the coffee area. Right, my really big brother. Larger than life. So, people can check out instruments and guitars and amps with a fat cap. And here is another super nice workshop stage. Hey, moin. Alles gut? So. Look at this. Vintage guitars. Servus. Yeah, just Great pickups. Pickup from Belarus, by the way. Belarusa in English. Okay. Maybe they're cheaper. They have holes in them. Ja, wenn schon, denn schon, ne? Läuft schon. Ja. Da quatschen wir nochmal, ne? There's another full hall with electrics, but hey, acoustics, sorry. We go downstairs to the loud section. Looking outside, we can see the Wasserturm, that building, whatever it's called in English, water tower to storage the drinking water. Yeah, it's a historical building, pretty nice. You're on camera. Herb Kaffner from New York.
Thomas Blum from
Yeah.
Hamburg.
Come on, see you later. Downstairs, ta-ta-la. Because that's also improved from last year. They put a lot of money in getting the basement more attractive in a way. And now you can see the visitors are coming in. So in the next 10 minutes this place will be packed. But here's another great chance also for seminars. Yeah, moin. Siggi Schwarz, the world's famous guitar player from Heidenheim. Yeah. Here, tons of amps. Come on, we just do a little round here. Red 7, Driftwood, Black Star, Engel amp using Kettner, Orange PV, Pop amps, Sound City Fryette. So, there's a little stage kind of at the end of this hall, and there's Mr. Weilbier from #1 Hamburg. Ja, die sind gut. Ja. Okay, mache ich. Yeah, so this was Mr. Thomas Weilbier from #1. Maybe you know him. It's one of the biggest vintage dealers in Germany, and I'm doing this World of Vintage Guitars for him. Yeah, this is the recording sofa with Peter Weihe. And I will probably give him my Les Paul, because he also pimped my Les Paul with his new wood trick. Okay, let's go up to our booth. You can see there's tons of things everywhere. And they're lining up for, I don't know, what's... there's my masterclass. Maybe they're lining up for the masterclass, I doubt it, but it's... Black Star, the evil, they try to copy me. Haha. And here we are. More cameras. So, and guess what? The first people are already on the test stations. The place is filling up. Nice. Okay. Here's my little brother. What we have to offer, of course, is t-shirts. Hey guys, if you don't have a BluGuitar t-shirt by now, the new one is the Iridium. Cool shirt. The one that I wear during the summer, which is this one, is my favorite summer motif. Today I'm Classic 1. Sometimes I go Future X. And we have the Academy of Tone. So that's the tour.